Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I am presenting the Mint newspaper headlines. So, first of all, on page number 3, an article section why your phone is not accessing 5G network yet. Next, double trouble. Next, India's failed booster should drive. What next? Then we come to page number 5. On that, retail inflation climbs to 5 months high in September. Next, and factory output growth at 18 months low. Next, budget will aim to sustain growth and check inflation. Next, OMCs get 20 rupees 22,000 crore in LPG's consumption compensations. Next, India INCs begins to take note of issues around women reaching menopause. Next, Byju's to lay off 2,500 employees. Next, Wipro report 9.3% decline in September quarter net profit. Next, India UK trade deal on verge of a collapse over visa commits. Next, Musk most of Twitter investor lawsuit over buyout dismissed. Next, iPhones will be 5G ready in India by September, Apple says. Then we comes to the page number 6. On that, Nirav Modi warns of suicide risk from India extradition. Next, government allows broken rice exports backed by already issued. Next, NCDL acquires 5.6% stake in ONDC for rupees 10 crore via private placement. Next, NHAI InvIT rises rupees 1430 crore for funding acquisition of 3 projects. Next, government likely to clear semiconductor unit proposal in next 30-60 days. Next, USFDA note for Omicron target booster for children aged 5 and up. Next, BIS working to raise number of test lab. Next, Haryana halt all work at Maiden Pharma plant cities 12 breaches. Next, cabinet approves Northeast infra push. The next, animal spirits returning to infra investment, says IFLCL MD. Then we comes to the page number 7. On that, ARCs may not rush to bid for IBC assets. Next, the Wipro quarter 2 revenue of operational metric lag. Next, Wipro rolls out 5-year salary plans for campus recruit. Next, all 5G phones to be enabled in 3 months. Next, Apple are working to make iPhone 5G ready in India by December. Next, streaming services to produce movies for threaten. Next, need more contingency in PPA pricing for solar power amid rising costs. Then we comes to page number 8. On that, European oil import grow even as Russia share sinks. Next, UK recession risk rises with surprise drop in August output. Next, more discount risk out auto margin. Next, robust quarter to pre-sales are decent. Cash flow trends remains key. Next, gold ETF sees inflow of rupees 330 crore in September. Next, PepsiCo India beverage volume jumps. Next, amid global mayhem, Ultra HNA's bullish market beats at record high. Next, Sensex Nifty snap 3-day loss run to rebound nearly 1%. Then we come to page number 9. On that left lane, capital leads good health cause $10 billion round. Next, Google Cloud gets Amit not to partner with state-run firms. Next, Meta launches mixed reality headset Meta Quest Pro. Next, Tiger Global Bloom other invest in deep tech EV startup Vicon. Next, Fireside Ventures closes third fund at $2 to 5 billion. Next, VVDN Tech to make Intel design product in India. Next, Tristan IPO subscribed 2 times. Next, Inanzia Ventures to close debut fund at $36 billion by early next year. Next, Intent plans to slash thousands of jobs as PC demand slow. Next, PE firms broaden their strategy in search of alpha. Then we come to page number 10. On that, retail inflation climbs to 5 months high in September. Next, Siemens Corp's eye profitable quarter 3. Next, Byju's looks to lay off about 2,500 employees. Next, focus on women's health as India INC opens up to menopause. Next, budget will aim to sustain growth, check inflation. Next, government grants oil PSUs rupees 22,000 crore to cover LPG's losses. Next, industrial activity contract for the first time in 18 years month. Then we comes to page number 11, and that article section on that despite tweaks in FM radio policy, big twitches remain. Next, week ruler demand to hit earning. Next, Dish TV other settle AGM case with CB. Then we comes to page number 12. On that, graft convictions extend Suzuki's total prison term to 26 years. Next, Toshiba, which is JIP lead group, has preferred bidder for buyout. Next, Ukraine focuses recapture for 5 settlement in Kherson region. Next, world's first space tourist science hub for flight around the moon. Next, trim budget to fight inflation. IMF tells government. Next, Musk gets Twitter investors sued over buyout dismissed. Then we comes to the page number 13 on that so article section in that India's growth to mitigate risk. Next, energy cost to form carbon credit market. Next, investment banks fees slip. Next, India UK trade deal on verge of collapse over visa comment. Next, SCL Tech post 7.1% rise in quarter two profit lift sales EBITDA guidance. Next, stop rating from Brickwork. Next, Bira 91 to acquire to Beer Cafe. Next, Mercedes branch crosses 21 sales in 9 months. Next, Indigo to conduct induct for wide body planes. Next, government allows sugar export to US. Then we comes to the page number 15 on that how this Mumbai couple got into gold linked investments. Next, Mint 20 mutual fund scheme to invest in. Next, how should I invest to create a corpus of rupees 23 lakh in 3 years. Next, should you surrender a ULIP policy during the lock-in period. Next, major life event that can affect estate planning goal. Then we comes to the page number 16 on that article section that disintermissions and overblock black scare. Next, let's see our site on ensuring every Indian is able to see clearly. Next, conclusions, a confluence of crisis is signally a bumpy path ahead. Next, we comes to the page number 17 on that Nobel wins should give a rethink of science as well as economics. And next, a toolkit of to fix Bernanke's fix may qualify for a future Nobel. Then next, our next leader and administrators can achieve plenty. Then we comes to page number 18 and that a book that looks at the Indian root of Sufism. Next, Giliva Park in Japan is now open for visitors. It's all article section in that form from flavor to texture how to make a butter cool. That's for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.